Hey, I'm back. Just flat ironing, or lightly flat ironing it so that I can clip my ends. Cut. For some people that's a cut, but what I'm doing right now for me is a clip. And I really want it cut off. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So what I'm doing right now is just making sure, going to the length of the last layer. I just cut, going in, palm to palm, and cutting about an inch off, inch in, that's 3/4 maybe inch and a quarter, so that I can get some of that dye off, but also some of the dead ends off, because I wear my hair curly a lot, and I don't like to cut my hair myself anymore, only because I really like to cut. So what I'm doing right now is really good because I really want a really good haircut. It's killing me. This is not all the way straight. It's just really flat ironed enough for me to get a decent cut. Then I'll go back in at a 45-degree angle and slightly like dust my ends a little bit more, so that it'll be healthier and it won't get as tangled as much. Get it pretty short, but you gotta do what you gotta do. What I took off is really not that much, but the life of combing your hair. So this is actually the length it is. Well, you can't really tell the length it is when it's already pre-layered. My hair actually goes in layers. It looks crazy. So I'm just trying to, get to look a little more healthier, so it can feel healthier and I can maintain it better. Guys, hit that subscribe button. Like, I really need you to subscribe. Follow Stevie Chat Hair and Nails. By the way, I had done my nails. They're really old now. I've been working and all kinds of stuff, filing them and everything, but they were pretty long. I like my thumbnails long because my job, it helps with the labeling. But so I'm gonna go in with the flat iron, not all the way closed, but enough to where it will flatten it, but because it gives it a better shine. Something I learned in school. I'll go back over it. Oof. And FYI, get a comb that is heat resistant. I don't know what happened to mine, so this one is kind of bending. But as you see, it works. It's not tangling in my hair. I haven't put any oils on my hair because I am clipping my hair, and I don't want any oil in it until afterward. So yeah. Hi guys. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna take this, check, see where my line is. And I always do my own hair, so you know, like if you do your own hair, everybody has a certain way they do it so that it looks the way they want it to look when they're done. The way you hold your hands determines how your cut comes out as well. Like since I'm doing it myself, it's kind of hard for me to do a 0-degree haircut, which would be, you know, straight across, almost like a bob, but I can get it pretty straight and pretty even. I do have to go back in sometimes and hit it at a 45-degree angle so that if I did miss anything, it will blend. It'll look really nice when you're straightened or curled. And you can see, like, it looks pretty good. It feels healthier, you know. This side is a lot thicker, so it tends to not look, to me, it's great. And then you always want to check it to make sure that it's even. Just pull it, you know, pull straight down and bring it to the front and see if it's uneven. Like all of this is even. Now, what I will have to do is I will have to go in and try to make sure, not that it's a blunt cut in the back, because that's very hard to do when I'm doing my own hair. Some people are able to do that. I, however, am not. And I've been doing my own hair for a very long time. But I just go in and comb it out. And it's usually this part that I have to check when I bring it up to see, like right here, it needs to be clipped. And I'll leave it there and I'll just pull it out and I'll flip it. It's hair, guys. And if you ever clip it and it comes out the way you don't want it to, remember, it's hair. It grows back. You know, it'll be okay. 9 times out of 10, nobody knows it's not the way you wanted it, but you. Unless you make a grave mistake and just like chop them off, but like 9 times out of 10, nobody knows that you made a mistake, but you. So don't feel bad. Don't be hard on yourself, because I used to do that a lot. Like I would go in for just to, you know, dust my ends or trim it. I'll end up, because I am scissor happy with myself, no one else, just so. And I'll cut more often than I want it, because, like I said, I'm scissor happy on my own hair, because it makes me so happy to cut my hair. But you see, I have a lot of, and it's still growing. So yeah, just keep going up until you reach the top. Continue the same way. That way you know that it's not going to be uneven, or you won't have those types of problems. Again, I'm going to go in with the flat iron. Not all the way close. I'm close it right at the scalp, because my hair needs more heat there. And of course, make sure that your flat iron stay on. It takes about an hour or so, maybe a little longer sometimes, to do my hair, depending on the moisture in the air. And as you guys know, we have all these fires and everything. And I'm cutting it, so it's taking a minute, but we will get through this together. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to start not a cosmetic line, but more or less my lip gloss and essential oils, soaps. I may do soaps again. I used to do soaps when I was younger. I may do soaps again because I enjoy doing that. And also, I do have my hair business that I'm still getting together, but it's up and running. My nails, I also do a ton of nails, which I need to post more, but it's not my, it's not full time for me, so I do work 7 days a week, and, well, mostly 7 days a week. Saturdays now, I don't. Sundays, I do as much as possible whenever I can find extra work. It's not a problem. Okay. And my hair holds an extreme amount of heat. That's where the heat protector really comes in at, because my hair holds a lot of heat. Now, had I not blow drying my hair, this would take even longer. Usually I take smaller pieces. However, I do have to do nails today, well, a little later. And I'm also going to do a foot mask and a facial. Today is my self-day, my self-care day, because I don't get a lot of time to do this for myself. So while I have the chance, I'm taking advantage of it. And, you know, everybody deserves to pamper themselves, be it going out to get it done or doing it themselves. You know, at this time, I highly suggest that if you don't have a stylist that is in-house, try it yourself. Yes, that kind of like defeats the purpose of me being a stylist, but also you have to worry about your health. At the end of your day, looking good is not more important than being here and being alive and being with your family. I'm sorry. I think that a lot of people may beg to differ, but I was trying to get this tag off here, but I'm not able to. I'm actually doing today an exfoliating foot mask with roses. It's really neat. They're wearable socks, and they help like peel away any dead skin, repairs softness, cracks, moisturizes, nourishes, renews your skin. It has all natural ingredients and plant extracts. I like roses. I like the way that products with rose extract or any of the things work for me. I'm also going to do a face mask. It's a detoxifying charcoal paper face mask for Beauty Box. It's yes to tomatoes, clean skin for all skin types. And I have very, very sensitive skin. If you can see, I have a lot of discoloration because I do have I have hyperpigmentation, but I also have hair. I had a thyroidectomy, which ended up being a full thyroid removal due to thyroid cancer, and so I started growing hair. I'm just a little fuzzy little ball. Okay? Just a little fuzzy ball. You know, some people are very embarrassed. Like, at times it does mess with your self-esteem. I'm not going to say it doesn't. But I know that I'm beautiful. I know that, you know, the person I have in my life loves me no matter what. And I'm glad because I try to keep it clean, keep it cute. Yes. So, the face mask, bam. This is it. And I really like it because it's plant-based. It doesn't have as many chemicals in it as some of the other ones I've used. This is actually 96% natural ingredients. You know, there are, you know, everything has chemicals. Don't let be fooled by them saying, oh, it's 100% natural. There's no way possible. Because to keep things on the shelf, for shelf life, they have to put chemicals in it. This is 96% natural ingredients. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I will come back a little later and put it on. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this video. This is a lot of talking for me, especially on here. I'm trying to get more comfortable with it. So, I don't know if you can see, but this is what I'm going to cut. I have the hair that I've already cut to make sure that I am doing it correctly. My guideline. Part of it falls. I just clip it. Go back in with the comb for anything I did drop. Go down this way. And clip it. Okay. Now for you ladies that like to keep your hair nice and long, you know, maybe you're doing it for yourself, maybe you're doing it for your gentleman or your lady friend, or both. No judgment here, believe me. Keep your hair trimmed. You don't want to be like me. The last time I trimmed my hair was months ago. Because, like, life gets the better of us at sometimes. Some points, and, you know, you just forget. That's not on your list of priorities, but yeah, try to keep it as healthy as possible, because even if your hair is split and you're conditioning it and stuff, you know, your split ends take away a lot of nutrients from the rest of your hair, and they will kill it to the scalp, and you won't know it till it's too late. So go, and I'm trying to keep my head straight. My gentleman friend has expressed that he does not want my hair cut, but however, when you run your fingers through it and it falls like soap, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You don't want to be walking around like this with your hair straight. I'm sorry. Had to tell him that as well. So I'm going to continue doing this and finish up the rest of these. I'm not going to do it on here because it's going to be like another forever. So I'll get back to you. Bye. Okay, so one thing I'm going to show you is how my hair, since you can see how much I'm taking off better at this angle. And my back was way longer because I tend to put a lot of like gels and stuff on the front of my hair. So it tends to honestly break from the stress of pulling it back a lot and putting so much like product in it to slick it. But as you see, you probably can hear my neighbors. I'm not taking that much. It's not that much. It's not going to, make a. I usually go palm to palm, but because I'm trying to, well, I can do it. I can flip my scissors, actually. It makes it easier for me. Make sure you're not cutting the hair that you're using as your guideline. And still, shoulder length, just past my shoulders. Honestly, would like to take more because I'm trying to get off as much color as possible each time I cut it. So I probably won't go in again for a while, just so it'll grow out the little 1.5 that I did cut. It's about 1.5 inches. Look at it. Which is fine. Hair is hair. It grows back. It doesn't make you, you make it. So, remember, I have no products in my hair right now. Only the heat protector. Once I go in and go over my natural layers, because my hair is naturally layered, I am going to put a little oil in it. Go over it one or two times, probably once, and wrap it, and it'll fall into place very well. It's kind of a long bob. So whenever I do my hair, it always, if I'm not doing a serious cut, it kind of ends up in a long layer, long bob, because especially if I'm keeping hair. This is too much hair for me. So yeah, I see a piece that I really need to go over. And these are Remingtons. As you see, like, I have nothing on my hair, and it gives, like, doing the method of going over your hair without it fully closed gives you a nice shine, as you can see. So it gives you a nice finish. The beast. Okay, I'm done straightening it without oil. Now I'm just putting like just a little bit of oil on my hands and using my fingers and going over it, going over the ends, because I do have this hair color, and you want to keep your hair nice and moisturized, of course. Not to mention I have curly hair, so curly hair is pretty dry. I feel like I need just one more of that. Go to your hands. And because I don't use perms or any straighteners, I oil my hair to keep it straightened longer, because if not, whatever moisture is in the hair, like right now, this is actually not as straight as it was getting, but I do know that there's a lot of moisture in the air right now. So do this to keep it as straight as possible. I'll go over it again with the flat irons. See? And I'm using Palmer's olive oil formula Grow Therapy. It works really well. It's not too heavy, so it's working really well. Just go in and try to hit your scalp as well. Your fingertips. Remember, the objective here is to keep your hair nice and healthy. Like I said, I hardly ever put heat on my hair, so when I do, this is what I have to do. And it may seem like it's a lot of heat, but because of my hair texture and the curls, this is how I have to do it every time I do it. Remember, this is not to, to straighten the hair. It's already straight. You just want to go over it, hit your ends a little bit. And it saves a lot of time if you do not put your comb down. I want to give a warm shout out to my instructor, Miss Elsa Lumsden, who, made it a point to let me know, don't put your tools down when you're doing your hair or when you're styling, period, whether it's for yourself, because it makes the process so much easier and you don't lose as much time doing so.